as you begin to pray in tongues, the interpretation of what your spirit has picked, but your mind cannot understand, will begin to come to you. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to be showing you how to decode the signals of God. There is this type of the voice of God that many believers are not familiar with. Of course, it comes to them, but they ignore it because they do not know how to interpret this voice of the Lord. Now follow me to Acts of the Apostles chapter 16 verse 16. Verse 18, and this did she many days, but Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the Spirit, I command thee in the name of Jesus Christ to come out of her. And he came out that same hour. I want you to underline the word, but Paul, being grieved. Paul did not know the Spirit by its manifestation, because the Spirit was confessing the truth. It was of truth that Paul came to that city to preach the gospel, but the person saying that was under the influence of the spirit of divination. So Paul did not catch that signal by the manifestation of the demon. Rather, he caught the signal when he was grieved in the spirit. Sometimes God may not speak to you directly. You may not hear a voice. You may not have a dream. But the voice of God can come in your spirit. I call it the moody voice of God. It comes as a mood. All of a sudden, your mood just change. You just get irritated. All of a sudden, you just get joy. All of a sudden, you just get angry. All of a sudden, you just feel. You just get this feeling. You just get this provocation in your spirit. It can be God talking to you. Sometimes you want to go out. You just get this restriction in your spirit. You are not hearing a voice telling you don't go out, but you are just having a restriction in your spirit. Or sometimes you may just have joy. You just wake up from sleep and a song just come. You just find yourself singing a song. You just have joy. Then you know that day something good is about to come. Or sometimes you wake up from sleep, you are just angry. You are just angry. Then at that moment, what you should do when you pick up signals like that, whether being grieved in your spirit, whether angry, whether joy or whatever, begin to pray. Just begin to pray. And when you begin to pray, you will now get clear interpretation to it. Whenever the moody voice of God comes to you, maybe you are grieved in your spirit or you are joyful, you don't understand, you can't give it an interpretation. What you need to do is just begin to pray in tongues. As you begin to pray in tongues, the interpretation of what your spirit has picked, but your mind cannot understand, will begin to come to you. Yes, that is how to decode this signal of God called the moody voice of God.